So today we're gonna do some stretching for the hamstrings, your sides. Just a good way to stretch. You've got any kind of lower back or hip pain, body pain, it's a good thing to stretch your body. So we're going to start just going side to side. I want you to squeeze your core. Okay, that's the first thing. We got to work to strengthen the abdominals as we begin our motivation journey. Alright, so just back and forth, very slow and controlled. And everybody's going to be at a different place in their body doing these stretches. So just go as far as you can. If you have any kind of like plates or anything in your body, fusion, spine fusion or anything like that, you might not be able to go very far. So just pay attention to your body and move what works for you, because we're all at different, we don't have the same body. There's no two bodies that are the same. So if you're just starting out, you're going to feel right underneath the rib cage and right up the back of the spine there where it's really, really tight. Okay, so you can do the movement just going back and forth. But if you want to get more out of it, you need to breathe. So take a deep breath in. You can close your eyes. Now we're going to hold this on the right side. Just take a couple of breaths. And, this might be as far as you're able to move. If you can go further, you can maybe put your hand to the side. You're going to start to feel a really deep opening through the side. Now pay attention to that shoulder. I want you to roll that shoulder down and back. And we're going to stretch the neck here too. So drop the neck down to your shoulder. Squeeze your core. Just take those nice deep breaths. It's the breath that's going to relax you. And you can feel it stretching through the side of the neck. If you want to get a deeper stretch in the neck, you can drop the chin down. Inhale. And then tuck the chin. Exhale as you tuck. And you're going to feel that stretching the back of your neck. And hold it for a couple of breaths. Maybe you can tuck a little tighter. And then slowly bring it out. Bring the head back up. And then just let that ear drop down to the shoulder. Now in this position, you can tuck your chin to this shoulder. Coming across. And back. You can also push your chin out. And back to the center. And maybe you can come down a little bit farther. Let's drop down to the elbow. If you're able to. You might not get all the way down, right? Pay attention to this shoulder. You want to really roll it back. Even put it behind your back and open up. Keep squeezing your core. And you're gonna feel that stretch right through this side, opening up your rib cage, all that compression out of your back. Now when you start to stretch your hamstrings, you want to start at the top and stretch your neck and shoulders like this first before you stretch your hamstrings. So then you can tuck your chin to the shoulder. You can open it. So you can come back to the center and drop the chin down. Tuck the chin. Keep squeezing that core tight. And the chin back out and back to the center. And then we're going to slowly come up. So inhale and exhale as you come up. And you should have felt a nice deep stretch through that side meridian. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. So go ahead and just stretch to the side. Squeeze the core, take that arm, put it behind your back, really open up that shoulder. So a lot of things cause bad posture in the body. The neck, looking down at your phone all the time, looking down at your computer. So this is a great way to correct that bad posture and stretch out your spine. Your head weighs about 50 pounds, so when you're looking down, it's putting excess stress on the back of your neck, and the front of your chin area is compressing. So this is a great way to open that up from those bad habits and bad posture. One way to correct it is to hold your phone up eye level, get your computer up eye level. So I'm just going to go through those stretches. We're going to stretch out, stretch the neck. You can feel it all through here. You can push the chin out further to stretch underneath the jaw. You're going to feel it across the top of the shoulder. If you get a lot of headaches or you sit at a desk all day, this is a great way to counteract that and fix it. We're going to bring the chin over to the shoulder. Stretching the back of the neck. And back out. Let's bring the chin down. Tuck the chin. Get a good stretch. Keep squeezing those abdominals. You can feel how tight the back of your neck is. And then from here, maybe you can lower down a little bit further. You might feel one side is tighter than the other side, depending if you're right or left-handed. Alright, now here you're going to get a nice deep stretch through that rib cage. Keep squeezing the core. And keep that hip, the hip has a tendency to want to lift up, so you can try to keep it pushed down on the ground to get a deeper stretch. If you're not able to, you can put a yoga block or even a pillow under your knee. But take time to really breathe here to let out all of that tight area. And slowly come up. And you can do anywhere from 3 to 8 12 breaths, whatever is comfortable for you. If you start to feel any tingling in your legs, just bring the legs out to the front and windshield back and forth very gently. You can even put your feet on the ground. Remember, everybody's at a different place in their body, so this is just a good way to open up before you get into the hamstrings. All right, so now that we've stretched out the side meridians, okay, we're gonna just bring the feet out front, and I just want you to sit up tall, like somebody's pulling you up, okay? You can put your arms straight up, really reach, like somebody's got you by the wrist and they're pulling you down, pulling you up. Nice deep breaths. Keep those feet flexed. And then we're just gonna drop over to the left side to stretch the right area. Again, like somebody's pulling, you can even grab your arm and pull it up. Again, just do what feels comfortable for you. You can look up in that direction as well. You can drop your hand down, you can lean over a little bit farther. You're gonna feel it pulling underneath the whole shoulder area, so all of a sudden you realize, wow, my shoulders are really tight. Okay, that comes from looking down, that forward fold. Okay, so I'm gonna stretch out the other side and then we'll do a little bit of shoulder mobility here. Again, you can support yourself, you can bring both arms up and just stretch. And back to the center. And then just to get those shoulders moving, just do some basic circles here. Okay, 7, I'm gonna do 8 today. And then we're gonna switch directions. If you have a torn rotator cuff, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or if you can't lift your arms up above your head like this, you can put your hands down here too and just do little tiny ones. You want to just do what you're able to do, okay? If you've got any kind of lower back or hip pain, it starts with the areas that I'm stretching, your neck and your shoulders. Now, it's your whole body that needs to be realigned. So you want to start with where you can move and very slowly work to get those joints moving again. Now, if you can't bring your elbows up this high, you can start down here too. Maybe you can't do the full circles, so maybe you can just do, up and down with your elbows. You can also come to the front and open and close. So that's going to open your chest cavity and your shoulder blades by doing these. Okay? And you can bring your arms if you're able to bring your elbows up. Maybe you can't do both. Maybe you just do one. Maybe drop your hand down. You're going to feel that rib cage all stretching out in there. Okay. Other side. And I feel in the back of my arm. I did my weights yesterday. I'm working to tone the back of my arm so I can feel that. Left side's a little more tender than the right. Okay. Another one to stretch the back of the arms is to just bring it across. You want to push the shoulder down when you do it. And you can look over your shoulder if you want to stretch your neck. Just do a couple breaths. and then back to the center. So we've worked through the neck and the shoulders. You can do a little bit of these to open up the middle of the spine. If you've got lower back pain, you just got to get everything moving again. The problem is that we're stuck like this. We're looking down at everything we do, the phone, the computer. Get your phone upright if you can, hold it upright. Get your computer eye level. And if you can't do that, well, then work every day to get the mobility going in your back. Okay, so you can do these, keep your core squeezed. You can go slow or faster. I recommend going slow when you first start. Again, just listen to your body. It's going to tell you what it can and can't do. You can start with your arms this way, then you can work to slowly bring them up. Okay, that's going to open up that back. If you've got any kind of like bulging disc or anything like that, this is going to help fix that as well. A lot of people think when they're injured they shouldn't move. The injury is actually telling you that you need to start moving and get things flexible. So, you know, just bring it up as far as it feels comfortable. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Yeah, be sure to follow my channel if you haven't already. Okay, then back down to the center. Now from here we're going to work on hamstrings because we work to stretch out the neck and the shoulders and that middle of your back. All right, so from here you can just sit up straight and you can just walk your hands down your legs. I want you just to roll your shoulders down and back and sit up tall. Keep your feet flexed. This is the first stage of stretching out your hamstrings. We got lower back pain. Nice deep breaths in and out. Close your eyes. And you're going to work to walk your hands down your legs. Okay? Just go as far as it feels comfortable. Keep squeezing your abdominals. Part of lower back pain is caused by weak abdominals, which it's not that we're lazy, it's just that we're so busy working we forget to be engaged and connected to our body. So wherever you are, you can start squeezing your abdominals tight and keep them tight. Squeeze and release throughout your day. You're doing abdominal work and strengthening your abs without doing any kind of sit-ups or anything by doing that. All right? Deep breaths in and out. And then you're going to try to come down a little bit farther. Okay? If you're stuck right here, that's fine. You can even work to put your fingers on your toes and pull your toes back. Now, if you've got shoes that are too small for your feet and your feet are squished, that's another thing that can cause lower back and hip pain. I'll cover that in another show. Today I'm just doing the hamstrings. So if you can't pull your toes back, or your feet are sore, your big toes are sore, that's a sign that your shoes are too tight. Okay? I'll cover that in another show. Alright, so we're just holding this pose. Now your shoulders come up, see that? So become aware that they're up. Take a deep breath in and gently push them down. Okay, what that's doing is it's stretching out your spine and it's starting to fix your bad posture. Okay. Now, if you can't get even to this point, you can put your hands beside you. If you've got yoga blocks, I got some right here, I'll show you. You can use the yoga blocks and just put them on either side of you, wherever you're able to get down to. All right, and we're just going to hold it here. Okay. And then work to slowly lower them down. And then to the ground. Again, just close your eyes. The longer you hold this pose and just close your eyes, squeeze your core, keep your feet flexed. You're stretching out your calves and your hamstrings. All right. So we're just gonna let gravity pull us forward. I want you to bend your elbows here. And gravity is going to slowly bring you down. Okay, you can walk your hands a little bit further. You can put your arms on the blocks if that works for you. But you can see I'm slowly starting to stretch out my hamstrings. Now, keeping my feet flexed to get a deeper stretch, you can point them if you're not able to. I recommend you keep them flexed because that's going to get you the quickest results in your stretching. Okay. And we're going to let the head fall forward here. I'm just going to give you a little more weight. Remember, your head weighs 50 pounds. And don't forget to breathe. Inhale, exhale. And you might feel tingling in the bottoms of your feet. You can kind of scrunch your toes a little bit. And if you really start to feel tingling, then I want you to come up again. Because the tingling is caused from where we sit through here. And the blood flow is stopping. All right, so you want to windshield wiper your legs. All right. Point your toes and flex. Lean back a little bit to take off that pressure off of the creased area. And if you notice, just by sitting in that position, your legs went tingly. Okay. Now that's what causes that sciatic nerve pain if you got lower back or sciatic nerve pain, is because we're always sitting down. So this area is getting squished and the blood flow is not right. Okay, so the way to fix that, I'll just do a quick stretch here to show you guys how to open up your hips. You're going to bend your knee and then you're just going to kick your leg out behind you. Okay, as soon as you do that, you can feel the hip flexor, which is what was squeezed, open up, and you're going to feel it in your glute muscle. Okay. Now I just want you to hold this pose today. Squeeze your core. You're going to feel it in the front of your abdominal region. And if you'd like, you can drop your head back. You're stretching out all the compression in your chest, your throat. You can push your chin up to stretch your jaw. And just breathe into those areas where it feels really tight. All right. From here, I want you to lower down. You're going to take the compression off of the lower back now. Press your shoulders down and back. Nice deep breath in and out. And then slowly come up. And you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. So we're just going to come back to the center, bend the other leg, switch around to the other side, stretch up. You might feel one side is tighter than the other. Push the jaw up. And then slowly come down, stretch out that lower leg. Okay. So that's just a basic stretch for you guys to open up your body like a beginner starter point. And that's all we're going to do today. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll show you guys a little bit more. I've got somebody coming to clean my fireplace for me. It's going to be here in about 10 minutes, so I got to jump off for that. But I'll be back.